Hey everybody, this is Commander Bacon with His Way Homestead, and we got a special treat today. Stay tuned. We're coming into Sharpsburg. There's a lot of neat old houses and stone walls that you'll see alongside the road. Hopefully you can see it pretty good. But there's some pretty cool old architecture. Pretty neat houses. We're going to turn and go to the Antietam Battlefield, and we're going to drive through that and let you all take a look at that. Looks like the camera's a little bit shaky, but hopefully it won't be too bad for you. A lot of history down through here. Like I said, we're going to go to the Antietam Battlefield, which is a pretty famous Civil War battlefield. I don't know why that camera's so shaky. Let me pause it. I'll turn it back on when we get closer. Alright, so there's the entrance to the Antietam National Battlefield. We're going to drive into that, and then we'll go through the entire driving part. And this is Dunker Church Road. Dunker Church was where they set up a field hospital, and I'll show that to you in a little bit. We're going to go up this way. We're not going to go into the actual visitor center. White building is Dunker Church, and you can see the little windows at the top. They say that during the heat of the battle and when everything was going on, that on the back side of that building, the arms and legs that were amputated were piled up to that window, which is pretty brutal. Down through here, I don't know if this is the way I want to go or not. You can see there's a lot of monuments, a lot of people out today. It's kind of cool. It's 39 degrees. Kind of surprised to see them. Most of this was cornfield. It was cornfield during the battle. Just take you along and see how it goes. This direction. You see there's cannons sitting up in the field, and there is a pretty cool looking old barn. There's stuff to see the entire way. There's a cemetery off to the left, Mama Cemetery. This is the Mama Farm. And you see how they have the dirt ramp to the top part of the barn, and then on the other end, it's built into the side of the hill. Pretty cool, typical farmhouse around this area. It's kind of neat. You can see we're on the back side of the visitor center. Oh, I know it's creaking and making all kinds of noise when I move the camera. Bear with me. It's all good. That's better. I was zoomed in too much. Now you can see. I'll zoom in a little bit more. And every 4th of July, they have a big 4th of July celebration here with the Maryland Symphony Orchestra, and also an artillery group from the National Guard. and it's pretty impressive, the show that they put on. Probably not going to stop at all the little monuments along the way or the little signs and everything. You just have to come visit. Come visit Antietam Battlefield in Sharpsburg, Maryland. I'll see if I can get a shot of the big barn across the street here. It's pretty cool. See, we're on the tour path. And they got all these split rail fences. This is what it would have looked like back in the day. I don't know if you can see that barn or not. You can just see the top of it. It's a very cool stone barn. There's a farmhouse. Let's keep going. Now we are approaching what they call Bloody Lane. Kind of straight ahead. We're going to turn off, but it's a sunken portion down through there, a trail. We're going to go off to the right. You're not allowed to drive into there, even though it looks like people have, but you're not. And they said that there was so much blood during the Battle of Antietam that it filled that Bloody Lane. That's why they called it Bloody Lane. And here's a lookout tower. Coming up on a lookout tower. Pretty cool little tower. Gives you a good view of the entire battlefield. Not sure which side erected it. I would say probably the north did, but I'm not sure. It's a pretty big tower. It's probably 3-4 stories. And it's got little gun ports across there, plus, you know, it's all open at the top. And they have it closed. You can't even go up in it. You used to be able to go up in it, climb up to the top, and what a view you had. It was really cool. And there's a lot of people out walking around today. Kind of surprising. It's cold, and it's a long walk down through here. Beautiful country. You can see the mountains in the background. That is part of, let's see, we'll get up over the top of this little ridge. See that mountain in the background? That's part of the Appalachian Trail. It's pretty cool. Just gonna keep going down through here. Not a whole lot to see. You'll probably stop it, and then we'll start it back up when we get to something more exciting. Now we're going to be crossing Maryland Route 34, going into another part of the park, and maybe I'll get brave enough to go out in the cold and show you some more stuff. But you can see there's little placards all along here. See if you can see. Up there is a cemetery, but look at that stone hill, or the stone wall that's around it. It's pretty cool. Maryland is very rocky, and when the farmers would farm and plow, of course you'd go out and pick up rocks out of the middle of the field. They had to have to do something with it, so a lot of times they built a rock wall around the perimeter of their property. And of course, if any of y'all know anything about farming, rocks will continually rise up to the top, so you're never done picking up rocks. It's always a job to do. I'm surprised we haven't seen any deer out in the fields. There's usually a lot of deer around here. Let me see if I can show you this old farmhouse. I'll take it out of there. That's a pretty cool one. This is the Sharpsburg farm. Trying my best to get everything, and that was a barn. You got the remnants of the barn, but they did a lot of stonework, right? Because that's what was available. It was easy to use. There's the farm. Let's see. We'll go to Burnside Bridge. We're gonna go to Burnside Bridge and see what that is like today. So you turn to the right, you go to Burnside Bridge, or left, you go to Burnside Bridge, you go to the right, you exit the battlefield. Let me show you this view of the farmhouse real quick. Pretty cool. I love all the stone. Pretty neat building. All right, we're gonna keep motoring. Let's see. There's the Auto Farm. Big old house. Lots of stonework. I got a car behind me, so I'm probably not going to be able to piddle around too much. But we're going to go down the Burnside Bridge. Stay tuned. Okay, so you can see that they're working on the parking lot up there. So I had to park in a temporary parking lot that they have. We're going to go down to Burnside Bridge. This is going to take us to the sidewalk that takes you down there. It is a little bit of a walk. It's better than being up there and walking down all the stairs that they have. So bear with me. You see construction zone, right? Hard hat area up there. Don't know why. Doesn't look like anything would fall on you. See the little trail that they have up through there. That's how you normally come down here. And it's a little bit of a climb on the way back. Anyway, we'll come back when we get to the bridge. Okay, so here's the bridge. It's a pretty cool stone bridge, 3 arches. Very neat bridge. This was a major point of contention during the battle. Whoever controlled the bridge had the upper hand. It's a long walk down here. But really, I don't fully understand it other than bringing cannons and wagons across, because this part of the river is pretty shallow. Let's see. I'm gonna probably take a picture of this so that you can read it later. All right. Let's get across the bridge. It's beautiful down through here. Look at that. Love the wish I lived on a piece of property that had a creek like this going through it. It would be awesome. Let's go over to the other side. Look at that. You can see it's not that deep. You can see down in there pretty good. But if you're hauling big heavy cannons, it probably was a problem. Don't know, but this tree probably was here during the battle. That would have been cool. I don't think there's a whole lot to see down here. I mean, there's placards and everything everywhere. We're not going to stop and look at all of that. So there's placards this way. Oh, there's a picture of the bridge. There's what it looked like. Yep, that tree is the one that's up there. So that's kind of cool. And there's that tree. So it was there during the battle. Pretty cool. That was just a guess on my part. I was pretty accurate with it. Let's see what this says. There's a lot of fighting right here at this bridge. It's pretty cool. So you see where we're at here. There's a bunch of different attacks. I'm going to just kind of slowly scroll through this so you can read it. Bridge of Destiny. I don't know the name of the creek, but I have named it the Creek of Death. Such a slaughter I hope never to witness again. Wow. Private George Lewis Bronson, 11th Connecticut Infantry. So it says here, the bodies of the men who died attacking the bridge were initially buried along the wall until they were later reinterred. Many of the headstones were simply planks ripped from the Burnside Bridge. So that would be the planks right here. Pretty sad. A divided nation, a divided family. Wow, died of a heart attack at 37. Show you this side of the bridge. It's a beautiful bridge. It's very quiet and peaceful here. Really neat bridge. Too bad such ugly stuff had to happen here. But it's a beautiful place nonetheless. All right, I'm gonna go back up to the truck and I'll talk to you later. This is a pretty cool monument to William McKinley. Goes up pretty high. Got a cool eagle at the top. There you can see the bridge as we're driving down the road. Pretty cool. And if you're handicapped, you definitely want to park there. That's the handicap parking. It's a straight shot to the bridge. It's much simpler. That with the cold and the wind blowing, that walk was brutal. Anyway, off we go. You see there's more cannons and more monuments. You see they overlook a lot of the battlefields, a lot of different areas of the battlefield. There's a lot of little placards all along these roads. Pretty interesting. If you're into Civil War history, I'm sure you're already well aware of Antietam Battlefield, and I highly recommend you come in and take a visit. It's pretty impressive. In the visitor center, they actually have a lot of stuff about what life was like to be a soldier in the Union and in the Confederate Army. So, pretty interesting. A lot of kids. It would take you a while to see everything, especially if you stopped and read every placard that there is. And you can see there's walking trails that go down through the fields. There's more of the stone walls that I was telling you about. These are original stone walls. Some of what they've done has been for the park itself, but this is an original stone wall for sure. You got people that like to jog through the battlefield because it is quiet and peaceful. And they're friendly. And you can see they have a bunch of cannons, monuments of cannons. It'll tell you the whole story of what took place during the Battle of Antietam. And we're just about to the park exit. There's another cool barn. I think that's been modernized somewhat, but that farmhouse there looks original. Pretty cool. You see it's got like a shed out behind it. Not sure what was in that. And that's about all I got for you with the battlefield. So, there you go. All right, I hope you enjoyed the Antietam Battlefield tour. And don't forget, his way is the best way. We'll see you next time. God bless.